Hello, hello,
Hey
hello.
guys,
Happy Thursday.
happy December.
Crazy. Can you believe?
That much closer to Christmas.
December 2nd. I don't even know where this year has gone, you guys. Seriously. And the girls have their little countdown for Christmas. And, it seems to just be flying by. Like I was like, oh, we're going to be at 20 days. And then before it's like 19 and then 10 and then it's Christmas. Like it just, I don't even know. This whole week has gone by super fast. We both have the afternoon off tomorrow. We're going to visit my dad. I got such great news today that my dad is getting transferred from the long-term care facility he's in now to one that's just in the same community where James and I work. So I'll be able to see him more. I can just zip over at lunch and have a visit with him. So that was like super exciting way to start my day today.
Makes it a little bit easier.
A little bit closer to home. Yeah. It's not like, if the girls want to go in, it's still a 20-minute drive, but it's close. Anyway, so today, Let's Chat Thursday. Thank you for joining us. If you're watching the replay, comment replay in the comments. Tonight we are talking everything oceans. I don't know a lot about the oceans other than
They're wet.
They're huge and wet. They're blue. And by me saying I don't know a lot about the oceans means I haven't been in many because we don't really travel to like half of the world. We typically stay in North America, but I love the ocean. I love any body of water, but the ocean, I don't know what it is, like the smell, the sound of it crashing against the rocks. I actually was deleting a bunch of photos off my camera yesterday, and I came across the video I took when we were in Puerto Vallarta in 2019, and I just watched and listened to the sound of the waves crashing, and I just closed my eye. Yeah,
it's very relaxing.
So relaxing. And I have this body wash that I got last Christmas, and every time I open it up and I just smell it, and it smells like coconut. And I just picture that we're on the beach in Mexico. In Puerto Vallarta. We're on the beach, and the sun is beaming down on you, and you can hear the water, and you've got a drink in your hand.
There you go.
Because an ocean, an ocean vacation isn't complete without a drink in your hand.
Pineapple drink.
Yeah. I love it. I just love how anything about nature, really, like, I think that's why we love the mountains so much too, is because it does the same thing for our soul as going to the ocean does, but just being a part of nature, being grounded and less stressed. There's just something about getting off the airplane in a climate that is completely opposite of where we live. We live in Alberta, Canada. So it's super cold, super dry. Like my hands are always cracked. My lips are dry. My skin is flaky. Like it's that time of year where it's winter, and it's just, I hate it. I get nosebleeds all the time because the air is so dry. And then when we go on, go to somewhere warm and you step off the plane, even before you even get off the plane, you can just
smell it.
You can smell the salt, but you can just feel the humidity. And I just love it. You walk out and like my hair is healthier. Our skin heals. I don't know if it's just like because we're so relaxed, along with like all the sun, like our bodies are like, what's this? We don't, we don't like, and even though it might be, like we sometimes get plus 30 days here, but it's just not.
It's not the same. No.
James and I are completely incompetent when it comes to putting on sunscreen.
I try. I make the effort to do it.
We just get so excited. Our first day, when you go on vacation and the drinks are flowing and, you're really good at the first layer of sunscreen. And then I don't know why we think that that's going to last us the whole 8 hours while we're outside.
Because you're in the pool.
Yeah,
apparently that doesn't work either.
I'm not as bad. James has not figured this out yet, that if you're sitting in the water, you actually burn worse.
Yeah. I was about the color of our wall behind us. The first night too. You can feel the heat just radiating off my back. It was pretty warm.
And we always say next time it won't be as bad, but it always is.
We even had a third person with us that we blamed.
Yeah,
she was supposed to keep an eye on us.
Our friend came with us, and we were all supposed to be each other's sunscreen accountability partners.
That didn't happen.
That doesn't happen when you're just drinking. And honestly, like one of my favorite things. So, and when I think of the ocean, I don't know why I'm always just drawn back to Mexico or some kind of beach vacation. I know that we have ocean that connects us in Canada, like in BC, you know, and the East Coast. But and we'll talk about BC a little bit too, because that's like not far for us to travel. But when I think about the ocean, like the last resort we were at, they had a infinity edge pool that overlooked the beach, and we would just spend all day just people watching. And like I said, listening to the waves come in and out and watching people on this sea-doos and whatever else they're doing, that banana boat thing.
That was funny. There's some good ones on that.
We did go on that, and we did so good. So our friend that we went with, she's a little bit nervous about oceans, which is rightfully so, because as much as I love so many things about the oceans, what I don't love about the ocean is I don't know what's in it. And I've seen every Jaws movie. So in the back of my mind, I'm always like, am I going to get eaten by a shark? It could happen. I don't know. So anyway, so she's also very, very nervous about being out in the open water. Like being by the beach is fine, but when you get past the point where it's like dark water, can't see the bottom. So we went on this banana boat thing with a couple other people. We did so good. We stayed on the whole entire time. And it wasn't until we got closer up to the shore, and I don't know if he was like pulling us in, but anyway, we ended up.
Well, a wave came, I think,
flipping us over, and we ended up in the water anyway.
Yeah.
But I was okay with that because I could feel the bottom. Like we were obviously like closer to shore, but I just was like crossing my fingers. I did not want to get flipped and then be in the water out like where I could.
Bait.
Yeah, I couldn't see underneath me. Just the thought of it creeps me out.
Chicken. You gotta try scuba diving.
No, well, this is the thing.
Even better. You see more stuff. You can see what's coming at you.
I don't know. Like James, yeah, like if you want to tell some scuba diving stories, I can't do it. I have to still be able to see, like if it has to be clear water, and I have to be able to see the sand and what's going on beneath me. Like
I saw sand when I was underneath. When we were in Cabo, I think it was. We went on a dive excursion, and the one. If you've ever been to Cabo, there's a place called Lovers Beach and Divorce Beach. Well, in that area.
Hey, we didn't get divorced while we were there.
Yeah. When you go diving I think it's about 40 feet or 50 feet down, there is a sand waterfall. It's just continuous waterfall into the dark abyss. You look over, you can literally just get your buoyancy and go past the waterfall. There's nothing. It's just dark below you. We can sit back and watch, and it's the coolest thing you've ever seen.
See, nothing about that is appealing to me. I can do it.
And then you turn around and we saw these big manta rays, because that's a big manta ray area, and they were just flying behind you. They literally fly in the water. They are huge.
I know, like it sounds magical, and to think of all the things you can see under the water when you're scuba diving, but honest to God, I don't know, like I said, I think I've just watched one too many shark videos, and I'm just scared that if I turn around, there's just going to be this shark in my face or something. I don't know.
We saw some reef sharks, but
I think but it depends where you scuba dive, because if you're in an area that's more of like a cove, like places where there aren't maybe sharks coming in. I don't know. Anyway, James loves scuba diving. We were together on that trip when you went, but I stayed back and just drank around the pool.
Yep.
With all of our friends that we went with.
And got sunburned.
Of course. Honestly, like you guys, we cannot not get sunburnt. It wouldn't be a good day without one. So other than Mexico, we have also been to Cuba. So we've swam in the Atlantic Ocean as well. That to me, actually, there wasn't a lot of things I liked about Cuba. And and we only went the one time into the one area, and we know people who go to Cuba all the time. So it's like, I think we just didn't go to the right place. And the resort we went to is like just taken over. So they were doing a bunch of renovations. Like, I just think it wasn't maybe the best experience, but like, I had fun anyway. And the culture, like, I really liked the culture and talking to people. We went into Veradero and had some local food at a restaurant, and it was amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The beaches there were phenomenal. Like, that to me, like, and even the local I was talking to out on the beach, he said, he was asking me what I thought of the resort and this and that. And I didn't want to be rude. And I was like, yeah, like, it's okay. Like it, and he goes, he kind of agreed with, he's like, you don't come to Cuba for this, you come for this.
Yeah.
You know, the ocean. And
yeah, the beaches, and
yeah,
the ocean, and
beautiful,
yeah.
like crystal clear water. And it was so warm. Like, and they were like big, soft waves. Like, it wasn't like when we are in Cabo, I actually don't go in the ocean. Like, I don't like to swim in the water because it's so rough and the undertow is so harsh.
Well, it's in that Sea of Cortez, right in that.
Well, and that's why they call it Divorce Beach, because you're actually not supposed to swim in the Pacific Ocean on the other side, because that's why, like, people just die. And that's why they call it Divorce Beach, not because you choose to, but in Cuba, like, it was like these soft waves. It was like, it reminded me of West Edmonton Mall water park that's close to us. Like, the waves were just like, you could just, like, I don't know, I didn't even know how long we were out there, but it was so relaxing, and my skin felt so nice when we
salt water does wonders for you.
Oh, it was so wonderful. Another place we've been to a lot of the ocean on the Pacific side, but like in different locations. So, you know, like in BC, Kelowna, we usually stop when we go through. And there's this one little part that has a little beach that we love to go into the water there. And that's the one the girls have been with. That's probably, other than when Ember was 4 months old and we took her to Hawaii with us, we dipped her feet in the ocean. But as like where they would remember it, BC is.
Yeah, it's not really the ocean though. It's just a big lake.
Well, whatever. And then California, we went there in 2015. And I've never been there before. So we were in the Santa Ana area, and we were just driving up the coast. And I think it was called Laguna Beach, wasn't it? The one that, and I thought it was really cool. We actually had supper at an oceanside restaurant, and we got to watch the sunset go down. It's just, like, it was just so peaceful and so picturesque. Like, it was, I don't know, I wish that and pictures don't do it justice, right? Like, I have pictures, but I was like, oh, it doesn't really do it any justice at all. Anyway, so we found this one little beach along our way, and I have, to this day, never lived it down. So I don't even know how long we were in the water for. And the waves were like not harsh, but they were pretty consistent. And this one came up and it just pummeled us. And I didn't even think anything of it. So we both surface, and James looks at me and he goes, "Where are your glasses?" And I went, "What? Oh my God, my glasses are gone." I didn't even know why I didn't take them off my face when we went swimming in the ocean. And two, like, I didn't even think to like hold on to them. Like, it's like I forgot I had them on or something. I don't know. Anyway, so James goes, "Glasses 101." Like, James wears contacts all the time. So he always has sunglasses on, where it's rare that I actually wear contacts and I wear regular glasses all the time. But anyway, point of the story is we searched for probably a half an hour, dragging our feet along the bottom of the sand.
It was rough in that little corner too. So
they were gone.
Who knows where they went?
And, you know, I just bought them. They were probably not even a week old. And I had paid, I think, $500 for that pair of glasses. And the ocean decided to take them.
Yeah. That cut our little excursion short, because you're blind as a bat.
I can't see anything. So luckily, I did have a couple pairs of contacts with me to last me the rest of the trip. But I was so angry. Like, I was more mad at myself. Like, how dumb are you? Like, who goes swimming in an ocean and then doesn't take their glasses off? But I think probably I was thinking I left them on so I could actually see what was going on around me. Anyway, so since then, lesson learned, I do not pay $500 for glasses. I pay $12 online and the funniest thing, these actually come from California.
Yeah, from Zenny.
So I have about 20 pairs of glasses now, but I only pay like max maybe $20 per pair. So yeah, those are some of our ocean experiences. We've been to a lot of bodies of water as well that aren't oceans, like the Caribbean, like around St. Thomas area. We've swam in the water, and like, so benefits of that, obviously, like the waves aren't as harsh, right? Like it's calmer
nice
when you're
calm. And warm water too.
Very, very warm. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, the Pacific Ocean isn't that warm. Anyways, we are very excited to take our girls to the ocean and have them, have those memories as well. I just want sand beneath my toes, you guys. And I said this last week that the kids' sandbox, it just doesn't cut it. It's not the same. And there's no really great lakes around where we are, like where we could just go for a day trip.
There's one, but
they're Gull Lake?
Yeah, Gull Lake.
Yeah. So that's
really about it.
Yeah. So like we don't really get to experience water. And I think that's why we enjoy having the pool so much, is because I really just do feel more relaxed when I'm around water, whether it's the ocean or even just like on our deck, we have a water fountain. Like I just find it really peaceful just to listen to running water.
Yeah.
Other than the tap, because I hate doing dishes.
I flush a toilet too.
So that doesn't count. All right, you guys, I hope that you have enjoyed our little bantering about ocean experiences that we've had. If you love the ocean and you have some really great stories and you want to share them with us, we'd love to hear from you. Thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you guys next week on Let's Chat Thursday.
Have a great night, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Have a great weekend.